But they do this because they don't want me using the phone. So they use the speaker and the volume as a weapon. So you know how if you were to go to someone and you had a big speaker intercom and you yelled in their ear and it sounds painful? Well, and it can be used as a weapon. They use these sonars even in the military. Well, that's what they do to me. They use this, they listen to the conversation over the phone, and when they feel like they need to add these weapons on there, they do. So that when I go out to the streets, they send somebody to come threaten me, tell me I know about your court, and then I speak to my lawyer, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and he's threatening me over the phone. And he's telling me that we're going to keep sending people after you, we're going to keep unplugging you, and we're going to just keep harassing you. There's no one that can stop us. And it's initially started with the gay community. Some homosexual out there, first of all, straight men don't do this. Straight men never stalk other straight men, period, unless you slept with their wife or girlfriend. And even then, they wouldn't be doing it. They wouldn't have the power to do this. No straight man ever in the United States has this level of power or authority to spin around all day doing this to someone. No one, no straight man does this. It's initially started with these homosexuals. Someone that sits in their house all day. Someone is paying money to stalk me and make my life miserable. Not only that, they give them a safe place to stay to never get caught. And they know that they can just keep doing it until a homicide happens or something violent, but it's never going to be at their hands of them being reported to a courthouse. And they do this because they know they won't get caught. So when I call the police and I say, hey, someone's tapping my phone, they know they're not going to be tracked down, and they're going to find out the house this is locating at and arrest them and saying you're going to be charged with attempted murder of Hector Palomo. You have the right to remain silent. They're not going to put the handcuffs like you're arresting a child predator, a sex predator that's hiding in his basement, because they know they're not going to be tracked down. And so they do this, and so they just keep sending people, random people, at all circumstances. When you send large amounts of people that don't appreciate your life in any kind of way and have a reason to hate you, you are going to have somebody that's going to... People are stupid in many ways. People are violent for no reason. You have these young guys that are, sometimes 17, 18, 19, and they think this is a 50 Cent movie. They think that the life runs in this world by singing about, rapping about murder and homicide and how thug you are, and they live in these fantasy worlds, and they just live for violence. They don't live for anything else. They don't go get a job. They don't want to be peaceful. They're looking for a fight. So as I'm talking to you right now, this is what they're doing to me. Now, I don't understand any kind of way how this can happen, and I can't do anything about it, but I know that I've made over 2,000 videos. I've already deleted them, restarted my videos, and, for years, I got no help. No help. And what they do now is they focus that I'm not allowed to connect with any female. I'm not allowed to talk to them, pretty girls, and maybe get a girlfriend, maybe find somebody I want to live my life with and live through this horrible world that we live in. They want to eliminate any human connection with females. And they do this by stalking me. And they send people, and they send people, and they send people, and they won't stop. And because the police officers, whoever do this, they eliminate my opportunities, they eliminate any normal function. In this world, human beings are not, we're social beings. We're supposed to, we're like sheep. We're like many animals out in the wilderness. You see wolves, you see buffalo, you see horses and cows. These animals that are social. They have a social group of communication with other species where they eliminate that from me in any kind of way that has to do with a female of any kind. And then since I'm in the notoriety of a large numbers of people know who I am, most girls end up getting scared. I don't want to be. Anyone would get scared. Who wouldn't get scared to be like, who's stalking you? Who's doing this to you? I don't want anyone stalking me. You know, I don't want any, of course. And you're just trying to ask for the name and trying to move on, but you can't. And they're doing, and this is why they do this. It ruins the quality of your life that you will never experience love upon your life, and you will die alone. And I told you already, this is, I mean, I'm not talking to you, but this is how they talk to me. Like my lawyer was telling me, I told you already, you're not going to be connected. We're going to unplug you. You're not doing anything. You know, we're going to keep attacking you. And he threatened me, and he's a court-appointed attorney in Washington D.C. for an assault case that I did nothing. I swear to God, I have videotape of this, of the arrest and everything. I got beat up by 10 black people and security guards kicking my head for no reason. Grabs me like I'm the only Mexican person, and there's nothing but black people in this entire homeless shelter, and this gym, and this basketball gym, this basketball court, and they're just running around looking for blood. I don't want anything to do. I'm just quiet, literally just sitting on a bed, on a cot. Nothing. I'm on my phone. I don't talk to people. I don't want to associate with people that are going to get violent or anything. No, they just want violence, and I do nothing, and I get kicked and beat up. I get arrested. The security guard makes up a story and lies. Then I have to go to court for this. I get bailed out the same day. I don't even know how this has happened. This is in Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is one of the most violent cities you could be in. I never knew Washington D.C., where you have a president's house, is crazy violent. Like it's crazy. I mean, it's wild that you go there and people are that violent. Like, there's professionals, and then you look at the scum crap that goes on there, and there's a bunch of like hooded, they just looking for blood and fights. They don't care. Like, I don't know what happened to that city, but it's violent there. You don't feel safe walking into a restaurant to get something to eat. You know, like somebody's going to do something to you. It's like, what the hell? You have Congress, and you have these buildings, and you have these idiots running around looking for violence. And I'm like, I have to go to court for this. I did nothing. I didn't throw one punch, nothing. And I'm being surrounded by over 10 people around me, throwing punches and kicks at me and spitting at me, including one security guard throwing water at me and kicking me in the head and face. Just for fun. Not a registered police officer. And then they arrest me. They tell police officers, the real police officers, when they get there, that I'm a criminal and I assaulted it. And they literally make it up. And because it is a court has to find you whether you're guilty or not. So I can't afford a lawyer. I get an attorney appointed to me. Since my phone is being tapped, and since I'm being tracked down, they tracked down my lawyer, and they contacted him, and they told him this guy is looking for blood. I literally recorded him telling him, you better not have me murdered, or you better send someone to have me murdered. And I'm recording you right now. I told him this. He doesn't care. He's literally playing lawyer over the phone, and I didn't get to record all of it, but I want to press charges against him. I feel like I want to go to Washington D.C. I want to go to a courthouse, and I want to press charges against him to stay away from my life, because he's an attorney that is working along with these people to be really violent, and he's not going to get caught. And I don't even know who this person is. The minute I speak to him over the phone, he's playing stupid with me. He's entirely sabotaging me, telling me that I'm at fault, telling me this, and that. He's just getting this information and turning it against me. And I can't do anything about it, huh?
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. I do have a question for you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I told you that I can't give you any legal advice, and I can't kind of help you navigate the legal side of things. Is there anything else I could do to support you or help you?
No, that's it. I just needed, because they put these violent sounds over the phone so that I can't use my phone, and they turn it up real loud, and it's, it doesn't make me allowed to protect my life or believe that I can trust the police, that they're willing to protect me, and I have to be running for my life. Now, one day, the day is going to come No one cares about my life, period. Very few people actually care about my existence of life, that I'm going to be alive, and how many years and the quality of it. Very little people do. In fact, they come at me most of the time trying to ruin and harm me. But the day is going to come, and I'm not pleading in this way. I understand that we all have to face diseases and mortality one day. But since I've already faced this and my troubles and having a plastic anemia and going through chemotherapy and how sick I was for a very long time, that the day is going to come, I'm going to be traveling, and they're going to tell me I'm going to start getting really weak. Again, I'm not going to be able to breathe, or I'm going to have a heart attack or a massive stroke, and it's going to kill me. Or I'm going to end up in a wheelchair, or I'm going to go in to a hospital because I feel tired all the time, and then I'm going to go, or I look pale, I'm not getting blood circulation to my body, and they're going to tell me, Hector, you have cancer, and it's inoperable. You have about a year left to live. These people are going to have the biggest parade internally in their souls because they know that I'm going to be dead. There's nothing more enriched than these people to know that I won't be breathing another life of air in this world. They cherish the fact that they feel that they've put an enemy of the earth. They have added to the earth by putting my life down for something that they know nothing about, from a total stranger. It's very scary that when I'm using my phone to talk to my doctor, to talk to my nurse in Dallas who took care of me, or a doctor in Seattle, that I can't use my phone. It is very frightening because I have had so many people wish me death, telling me they hope I get cancer, I'm going to die soon. I've had people poison me. It's very, very scary.